All right, says we are live. Let me refresh the group.
What happened to my arms?
They're gone. All right, so here we go. Refresh. See if we're in here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It is David Thomas, Mr. J. Woolwine. There we go. Perfect. Let me tag everyone.
It's amputee J. Woolwine.
Yeah. Why is it not letting me tag? There we go. All right, boom. We are live. Cool. So let's get this started. So we're jumping here every week. We want to spend the next 10 or so minutes with you, giving you some education, motivation, and inspiration, right? We're in here to make you a better or help you become a better version of yourself. And that applies to not only your business, your relationships, whether you're building the business, whether you're trading, it applies to all of these things. So today we're going to be talking about attitude. And the question is attitude everything? All right. And the answer is attitude is not everything. So you can write that down. If you're able to take notes, highly recommend you do. What they say, note takers are money makers. So write that down. But we hear so many times, in life, attitude is everything. And the reality is, over the years, we found that attitude is actually not everything. It's very important. There's no doubt about that. In fact, attitude is the difference maker between, let's say, a person getting a job versus the person not getting that job, right? But this is one of those things I believe is a lifelong process. Like we are constantly working on our attitude. And the reason why we want to talk about this today is because in life and in business, there's going to be plenty of circumstances for people to be going along and have setbacks and get upset, get angry about stuff. But here's the reality. A lot of times people will talk about how an attitude is everything. They say attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. But the reality is attitude is not everything. It is just the difference maker. That's what it is.
All right. So let's talk about it. How can two people, let's talk about like the job situation, right? How can two people with the same skills and the same abilities in the same situation end up with two totally different outcomes, right? And the difference oftentimes is attitude. We've said it before, right? It's how people react to failure, not the failure itself. And how really the only thing you can control is how you react to things, right? You can't control that circumstance is going to happen or not for the most part. But failure is more prevalent than success in our life, right? It's more prevalent than success will ever be. But the difference is if a person is just motivating you on a daily basis, right? Maybe it's a seminar, maybe it's a YouTube video, right? Maybe it's a motivational speaker that you go to see. They'll make you feel good, right? But the next day, you're not really sure why. Like, motivation it's a temporary thing, right? But if they're a teacher, if they're a motivational teacher, they're giving you skills, right? They're giving you things that you can actually hang on to that will actually help you. And that's the difference between the attitude and what you're doing with it, right? So because they're not just pumping you up, right? They're actually teaching you principles that are going to help you progress in your life and in your business.
Yeah. So going back to, attitude is everything. So let's think about it. So if attitude actually was everything, then the only thing that would separate from me from a successful singing career like Beyonce would be my belief that I can do it.
Let's hear it.
but trust me, y'all, I don't have a voice like Beyonce, and there's other factors that stands in the way of me becoming a successful singer. And what is that? Talent. All right, I can be all positive, I can be all optimistic about and have a great attitude about what a great singer I can be. But the reality is, if I lack the talent to become that great singer, I'm not going to accomplish those same things. And so, a good attitude, does it make a difference? Yes. Attitude does make a difference, but it's not everything. It's not the one thing that can make a difference in your life.
Right. And it can be just a small difference in people, right? But that little difference can make a big difference, right? And that little difference is the attitude, right? Your attitude can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy, right? You look outward, right? You look at things based on your past experience. That's your filter, right? It's what draws people to you or repels them away from you, right? Think about it. If you guys are out there on a daily basis and you're trying to share our business with people, right? You're trying to share IM with others and your attitude sucks, right? it's going to either draw people to you or it's going to push them away completely based on just the energy you're putting out, right? That's your attitude. That's their filter, right? So I like the saying, it's the librarian of your past, it's the speaker of your present, and it's the prophet of your future.
Yeah, that's awesome. So there's not one single part of your current life right now that's not affected by your attitude. If you think about it, think about your relationships. Maybe you've got a girlfriend, you've got a boyfriend, you're married, whatever the case is. How's it going? Yeah, maybe all of them, you never know. Hopefully not. But how's it going for you, right? How does your attitude affect those relationships? Think about it. Think about your business. Do your business partners enjoy working with you? How does your attitude make the difference in your business life? Because your future is definitely influenced by the attitude that you carry with you from today forward.
But I mean, whether it's business or trading, right? If you want to go chairman or you want to be a successful trader, right? Your attitude is going to be the thing that makes the difference, right? Because at the end of the day, you can have all the skills, right? You can learn everything about our comp plan. You can learn everything about trading strategies, right? But if you have one bad week of trading, what typically happens, right? Our stinking thinking, comes in, and guess what? How is that success at the end of that, right? It's forgotten. Right? Your trade decision is based on your last 3 trades. You can't get emotional with business and you can't get emotional with trading, right? Your attitude is going to make the difference in how you're reacting to those things.
Yep. So guys and girls, the call to action today, attitude is not everything. Attitude is the difference maker. The call to action today is for you. Go back. I want you to review your life right now, your business, your relationships, and say, is my attitude affecting my current results? Is it affecting my rank? Is it affecting my trading? Is it affecting my relationships? Because I can guarantee you, if you were to change your attitude about that, that's what's going to make that big difference.
Yeah. Look, grinding, right? Grinding will make a difference, right? Working hard is going to help. Working hard, of course, it's going to make a difference, right? But your attitude can be the difference maker, right? So ask yourself, do people want to work with me? Would I want to work with me? Right? If you're in a relationship, would I want to be in a relationship with me? Would I want to be married to me? Do I want to be spoken to with the tone of voice that I'm using? Right? Think about that and then review what's kind of going on in your life right now and think about it. The results I'm getting right now, how much of it is based on my attitude affecting those results? Right? And then write that stuff down, and then you can actually start going and changing that.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, at a young age, I could think back to when my attitude changed because I had, what they call stinking thinking, right? I was extremely driven, but my attitude was stinking thinking. And once I changed my attitude by doing personal development, which is absolutely key, which is what we recommend, obviously every single session, things started to change for me in my life. And it's going to change for you as well. So remember, today's message is that attitude is not everything. It is the difference maker. And so if you want to make your attitude your greatest asset, that's the challenge for you today, is to review your attitude and say, what is my attitude right now? That's the challenge you need to go through, you need to think about. You have to choose to be happy. You have to choose to have a good attitude. We get to make a choice every day. So today I choose with my attitude to be happy and grateful now, where I am in my life, not waiting for the next rank, not waiting for the next trading account to get bigger, and not waiting for my next relationship to be better. I choose to be happy and grateful today. Do that, review your attitude, and it will become the difference maker in your life. All right. So we appreciate everybody watching today. Hope you get value out of that. God bless you all. Have a great weekend. And Jay, thank you, brother.
See you guys.
See you later. Y'all take care. Bye.